to the world of tomorrow! Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy here with another collaborative video, this time on the TV show Futurama, and joining me in this review is my good friend TVTalkGuy. What's up, man?
Alright, big video today. Futurama, the show, reviewing with Black Critic Guy. Let's do this.
So Futurama begins in the year 1999. It follows the character of Philip J. Fry, who's this average pizza delivery boy. Nothing really special happens in his life. He's just a normal kid. And as he's going to make this delivery to this cryogenic lab, which turns out to be a prank on him, he just sits there and realizes, man, I haven't really done anything good in my life. It's about to be 2000 and nothing really interesting has happened to me. And right when the clock strikes 12 and turns into 2000, he accidentally stumbles into one of the cryogenic chambers and gets frozen in time for 1,000 years. And he is awoken 1,000 years later in the year 2999, and he finds out he's in the future. And now he has a chance to remake his life and do something really important. But as we all know, that's not gonna happen. He's just gonna end up being a delivery boy in the year 3000.
A crazy thing to notice, this show started in 1999. It's already been past 10 years. It's been like 13 years, 14 years on the air, and it's still going. And I still think it's pretty fresh, and I still think it's pretty funny. So I think that says a lot about the series, that if you can watch any old episode and it's still funny, and you watch any new episode and it's still funny.
Now, I have been an avid fan of Futurama ever since I first saw it in 2005. Everything about it just works. The characters are all funny. The situations they got into were funny. They had some touching stories, and the animation actually was really good. Topped off with some great voice acting from some of the greatest voice actors in the business, and you got Futurama.
And have the plot being in the future, you can just have so many plot lines that you couldn't have just being in present day. They can go back in the past, they can go in the future, they can go to space, they can really do whatever they want. So they have a great ground to work on for the show, and that's why they have some of the craziest stories that you'll ever imagine happening.
Now let's talk about the voice acting. It is superb throughout. Billy West is one of my favorite voice actors of all time, and he does an excellent job portraying the voices of Philip J. Fry, Farnsworth, and Zoidberg. Excellent. And then we got Joe DiMaggio, another one of my favorite voice actors, who does an excellent job in portraying Bender. Phil Lamar, who is also famous for voicing characters like Samurai Jack and Wilt from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, also does a really good job in this show portraying Hermes and various other characters. Trish McNeil is also a prolific voice actress who voiced many characters in many cartoon shows, including The Simpsons, does also a great job in this show, and she voices most of the female characters on the show as well. And the last voice actress I want to recognize is Lauren Tom, the voice of Amy Wong and various other characters, and also has voiced number 3 from KND Kids Next Door. Now let's talk about the characters next. Each one of the characters, they have relevance, they have weight, and they're funny.
These characters are just awesome. Zoidberg, one of the funniest characters there. Bender's always hilarious. Fry, Leela, everyone is so funny, and even the side characters, they're some of the best ones. There's the Wong parents, that's her last name, right? Yeah. And just everyone. There's the robots, the cop robot. I can't even name them all because there's so many side characters, but they always bring them back and they're always so funny. And I just think it's great to always have these supporting characters that they're not afraid to bring back. Even Scruffy the janitor, he's hilarious. And everyone has their time to shine. All these characters are so interesting that you just want to see them.
Each one of them will have an episode that's really geared towards their character, and they have character development. They build bonds with different characters. They hang out with different characters, and I love the situations that some of these characters get into. Any episode that features Dr. Zoidberg frequently are my favorite episodes, because Dr. Zoidberg is my favorite character, and I believe he's the funniest character in the entire show. I mean, he's just this out-of-touch doctor who's very incompetent and gets everybody into these crazy situations. Any moment with Dr. Zoidberg is a hilarious moment just waiting to happen. And I did like some of the bonds that the characters had. Hell, Fry and Bender, whenever they had moments together, I thought some of them were touching. Moments with Fry and Leela were my favorite. A lot of people hated when they actually became a couple because they felt like they jumped the shark, but for me, I thought there were more hilarious situations to be had now that they are a couple. Also, the promiscuousness, I don't even think that's a word, of Amy Wong is also hilarious. She basically hooked up with everybody in Planet Express. I can't even think of a character that she has not made out with in the entire series. Man or woman, she has hooked up with almost everybody in The Office. Hermes was another character that I really liked, who was this uptight bureaucrat who can limbo the crap out of anything. Like, he could go through the lowest bar possible and come out on the other end unscathed. And of course, how can I not mention the star of the show, Bender? The guy just steals every scene that he's in. And as much as I love the fact that Fry is supposed to be our main character, Bender truly is like now the main character of the show. He has more episodes focused on him. He's the one that always gets the crew into crazy situations. He is basically the main character of the show now. And that's not to say that I don't like Fry. In fact, I relate to him a lot. I mean, he had the unrequited love for 4 seasons long, and finally he got out of the friend zone, finally got to be with the girl that he loved. He's basically just an easy loving, optimistic loaf. Probably one of the strongest aspects of the show is the great balance between straight up comedy and touching moments.
There are ever sad parts in Futurama, like when his dog, that whole dog storyline was so sad. There's the flute episode, that one's sad. So they're not afraid to put emotion in the show, which I just love. It doesn't matter if it's a cartoon, they still will put emotion in it. And it's still great, and it still makes you sad, which shows a lot about the show.
I mean, most of the episodes are just balls to the walls hilarious, but sometimes they'll throw in some either touching moments or even a whole touching emotional episode. Who could forget the episode about Fry's dog, or the episode dealing with Leela's parents, or Bender's big score dealing with the character of Lars? There's a lot of touching moments. I'm not gonna lie, the original series finale, the way that it ended actually struck a chord with me. It actually brought me to tears. It was very beautiful. For going above and beyond, Futurama proved to me that it was more than just a comedy show, but it also is a show that dealt with some character development and emotional moments. Now, with a show that's been going on for almost 14 years and has 140 episodes, you're gonna have a lot of hits and you're gonna have a lot of misses. There are some episodes that weren't as funny and weren't as touching as episodes that came before it, but that's to be expected. You're not gonna always hit it out of the park with episodes, you know? And a lot of people don't like the newer seasons of Futurama. They like the older seasons of Futurama, mainly for the fact that Fry and Leela are now a couple. A lot of people felt like they were jumping the shark with that. But for me, I actually love the newer seasons of Futurama. I love that they took the characters in a new direction and gave them more character development and more emotional moments. And I still feel like the show is funny. Now, I will say that the 7th season was kinda iffy because it wasn't as funny as previous seasons, but they did have their solid funny moments. And I know I mentioned this in a previous video, but it really sucks that they're canceling Futurama yet again. But it's not like they cut it short, you know? They had their chance, they came back, and they just didn't connect with audiences anymore. I mean, that's just the way the world works sometimes.
So the show is actually ending. We're on the final season, and we're getting 13 episodes left. The old episodes are just pure magic. They are exactly why I love Futurama. The newer stuff isn't maybe as good, but you know what? I love going back into this world, seeing these characters, and it's always a fun time watching Futurama. I am sad that Futurama is ending, but you know what? I had a great time watching it. They're great characters, great plot lines. So overall, I'm happy that it got a long run, but I'm happy it's also ending. And apparently, it's actually going to end on a good note. There may even be a wedding. I don't want to say who.
And even though it is canceled, we still have 140 episodes, plus the 13 that come out this July, of non-stop entertainment with the Futurama crew going on adventures and all that good stuff. So really, did we lose? Because I felt like we did gain more than we would have had if Futurama was canceled and left alone in 2003. We got another chance to follow the characters again, and that's all I really wanted. I wanted a second chance to see them back in action. And if they do a proper send-off, you know what? I'm gonna be really okay with it.
In conclusion, Futurama is a great show to watch. Great actors, great characters, great plots, and it's a fun time to watch it, so why not? Alright, that's all I want to say. What do I grade it? I don't know, A+. It's a great cartoon show. It's a great show altogether.
But overall, guys, you already know what I think of this show. I absolutely adore it. I love it. They have touching moments and hilarious moments with great characters, great voice acting, great animation. It has everything for a great TV show, and that's why I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 stars. It is truly an epic masterpiece. If you have not seen a single episode of Futurama, please go check it out and let me know if you really like it.
Please subscribe if you like it. It would mean a lot to me. I do weekly shows about TV news, and I'll even review a show if you'd like me to. And I will review Dexter and Breaking Bad, the final seasons this summer. Don't you worry. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Black Critic Guy. He's not there, but I just pretended he was. Thank you, Black Critic Guy, so much for doing the collaboration. It means a lot to me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
But anyway, what did you guys think of the show? Did you like it a lot? Did you find it boring and they stole the joke styles from The Simpsons? And let me know, who is your favorite Futurama character? Comment below. Let me know. Also, I want to thank TVTalkGuy for being part of this collaborative video. Be sure to go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. He's just starting on YouTube here, so I'm trying to help him gain some subscribers. Go help him out. He's a great guy. I love his videos, and I hope to see more from him. And until then, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Welcome to the Black Critic Guy. Like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Wilder II from the Black Critic Guy. Till then, peace, YouTube.